So this is a research prototype piece of software that tries to show the correspondence between the traditional tree structure and a tree map, basically. So instead of using slides, we're using interactive demonstration, right? So the tree map, in this case, the tree is here. It's the US, and when I highlight the mouse over the US and the tree view, then the corresponding rectangle in the tree map view is highlighted here. Everybody see that? And same, the US is divided into regions. So west, southwest, midwest, southeast, and northeast. And you can see the correspondence between the leaf nodes in this case and the rectangles in the tree map. Does that make sense? And we can expand the internal nodes to show more rectangles, but before I do that, I just mentioned the color map. The color in this case is the number of people diagnosed with hepatitis A. This is historic data, by the way. This is a historic data set of diseases in the US from something like 1800 to 2000, maybe, something like that.
Like it's before 19,000?
Yeah, it's very old. Yeah. So we divided up the US into different regions to form a hierarchy. And then we can continue to subdivide the regions. So if I double click in the rectangle. Oops, there we go. If I click here, then we get another layer of the tree map, and these are the individual states in that region. And that shows the corresponding rectangles. So this kind of gives you a feel for the layout process of a tree map and how the rectangles are laid out and how they're nested inside one another. So you can see the nesting still. And we can do another subdivision, so we can click on, so let's do a big one, California. So we can see, for example, California had the most cases of hepatitis A over a certain span of years. And you can actually see the number here, 19,000, 191,000, that seems like a lot. I can subdivide it more. Now this reconfigures the tree map to show the bottom three levels. Now we've taken the state and we've subdivided it into the different years. And now the tooltips show the actual data. Can you see the tooltips? So we have here the number of cases is 9,422. We're in West, we're in California. This is the year 1970, and it's hepatitis A. The X and the Y are just the coordinates of the rectangle. Yeah, they're not important. And now you can see the correspondence between the years on the left in the traditional tree view and the years in the tree map view. And I can navigate here and see the different correspondences. That one probably
only one region.
I see. We'll see one region at a time. Yep. And what we could also do is we can look at different diseases. We can look at measles, for example. Look at measles in the Northeast. These are the states. And for example, my home state. And we can see all the different years. So from 1928 to something like 1935, something like that. We can change the color scale instead of red, orange, blue to rainbow. I see. So this one has a lot of years. This data set. So that's another color scale, and the color scale moves up and down. So here the color is mapped to the years. But if we collapse this node, then the color is mapped to state. And you can see that the different levels of the hierarchy are labeled. So US, regions, states. And then years. Does that make sense? Any questions about that? Maybe I'll try a different color scale. Yeah. You can move around the different levels of the hierarchy. Make sense? Everybody think they could get 100% on the Treemap test?
I don't think I did.
Well, we'll see.
Oh.
We'll see.